Welcome to my channel. I am so excited. Really excited. I decided to do a get ready with me video to show you how to get this look. Super simple. Alright guys, let's get started. I usually always start with my brows when I'm doing my makeup. I feel like it just sets the tone for the rest of my face. Like, just to kind of be on an honest note, my brows, they're already preset. Like, I already have a shape to them. And you can see, like, I got them microbladed, so I don't have to put that much work in. I'm putting the shape in. I feel like with this one, though, you know how, like, you have that one brow that just never wants to cooperate? It's just really annoying to try to shape it and everything. Well, my left brow, that's it. Like, I hate shaping it. Alright, so I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills BrowWiz in Granite. I like to kind of do under the brow first. I feel like it just shapes the rest of the whole brow. So I like to start where my arch is. I feel like if you have really sparse brows, you can always start like from the beginning and then work your way up. Now, I feel like the way you hold your pencil as well matters. Like, I hold it as if I'm about to write something, but my hand is so light, I barely touch my skin. Like, some people go in and they're just like, you know, and you don't want to do that. You want to go in super light-handed. Now I'm gonna carve them out with some concealer. Now again, like, I don't use heavy concealer. I use this is actually what I use. I use the MAC Prolongwear Concealer. Concealer, and I just like put it in random like places around my eye. Telling you guys, it's not like a fancy technique to things. Sometimes you could just slop it right on and blend it out right after. Okay, so I have that. So now I'm gonna take my, oh my gosh, I totally forgot where I got this brush. It looks like the MAC brush. Oh, this is a Morphe brush. Okay, so yeah, this is a Morphe brush. It's C436. The numbers are worn off, so I'm just reading it to you, but it's a fiber blending brush. So then I just kind of take it and pat it. And again, right underneath that. I'm not telling you like, hey guys, this is the only way to do your brows. Like, no, there's a million different ways you could do your brows, but this is how I do it comfortably. So now I'm gonna take some more concealer, plump my lid. Okay. All right, so I always put some of the concealer like right in the middle because I hate seeing that like space uncovered. It's just like a pet peeve of mine. I kind of do that. Again, guys, not twins, but sisters. Alright, so I have a little bit of concealer left over, so I'm just gonna use under that, like, underneath my eye really quick. I'm not, like, this isn't, like, the official concealing underneath the eye, but I hate looking at my circles while I do my eye makeup, so. Alright, so, like, my skin around my eyes look much brighter. You can see, like, how shaped they are. So much better. I feel like this is probably one of the best times like my brows has come. I didn't even expect it to come out this nice like on camera. So okay, so yeah, so I still have some concealer left over. You see, like, that's why I try not to squeeze too hard, but I'll take the rest of it and now I'm just gonna go back over my eyelid. Majority of people who make these videos have, you know, like one of those eyelids that you have so much space to work on and you don't have to worry about the eyeliner being too thick or whatever. But mine is super hooded and I feel like you guys could see, you see that, like, I don't really have that much space to work on. It's like this whole canvas here that I have the majority of space, but I still, you know, and this one's like a little folded, so it's annoying because like these two are way different, so I have to correct that every time. I use the Tartlette Bloom palette, the Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place. Oh, Juvia's Place, sorry, not Julia's. Juvia's Place. So I'm gonna start off with my Lancome number 17 blending brush. Definitely worth getting. Just, you know, to start off with a really nice light color. The Tartlette Bloom palette. And I'm going to go in with the color Sweetheart. Okay, first of all, I feel like this is so important for you guys to know when you're blending and you're just doing your eyeshadow. Holding your brush makes all the difference. But I hold the brush like a pencil and these two fingers are left out. So the pinky and the ring finger are left out. And I hold it from the end. Like, I don't hold it from here. I don't hold it from here. I hold the brush like right around here comfortably. So you can see here. So I'm just gonna swirl right here. So this is a really light color. And I just kind of do like window wiper motions. So I just kind of do that and I do like mini circles. But that's why I love this brush so much, and I feel like no one ever talks about it, no one ever gets it. Maybe because of the pricing too, I don't know, but it was literally one of the first brushes I got. A line here, so I start right in there and then I do like, you know, little back and forth motions. Like, I start right there where that line ends here for me. It's like going in. So I'm going to take the same brush and go into the color called Rebel, and it's right next to that first shade I just used. Into that same place here. And again, barely touching the skin. I can't stress that enough. Barely touching the skin. Like super soft. Again, I'm going to take some more of that. On this side. Okay guys, so once that's all blended out, I'm going to switch brushes. And now I'm going to go with the MAC 224 brush, another fluffy brush. So this is the one that I'm going to take for that third darker shade here. Do it right at the end here. So now I'm going to take my 239 brush from MAC. So I'm going to use the Nubian 2 palette now from Juvia's place. Yeah. I'm just going to go right on the inside of my lid. Oh my god, look at that. I love this color. Did I really just get some on my nose? Like, how do I... Okay, whatever. Okay. You can see this really pretty eye look. My Sephora smudging brush, so it's like a little brush like this, and I'm gonna go into the Tarte palette again and use that color Leader again, that last color that I used in the crease. Easy, right? It's still glamorous, but it's not too glamorous. Okay, this is the only eyeliner I will ever use. Like, it's so good until I find something else. So it's the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. It looks like that. Okay, like that. Fine tip. It's like a felt tip. So this is $2.99, I think, at Walgreens. The best eyeliner ever. Goes, and it doesn't transfer, nothing. It like stays in place the way I want it. I'm gonna zoom into my eye again. This is such a hard thing to do for people. I totally understand. But let me tell you, I'm just gonna be, let me zoom out again. Like, I'm just gonna be really realistic with you. If you don't practice and you don't put in the time to learn, and you think that you're gonna watch one video and get how to do it, that's not gonna happen. I feel like with certain things like eyeliner, eyebrows, you know, any type of techniques, like, you need time to practice. And I say that because a lot of us are lazy. I'm the same exact way. Like, it took me forever, but I love doing makeup. So my passion is what drove me to be consistent with trying, and it's trial and error. Sometimes I still mess up my eyeliner. I mean, right now that I'm gonna do it, you never know, it might not come out the way I want, but I practice. Okay, again. Okay, so everybody has a different technique at doing eyeliner. Let's say I'm looking at the mirror, right? Like, this is my mirror. My mirror is right here, right? So I'm looking at it, but I want to make sure that my head's kind of tilted back, especially if you're standing in front of a mirror. You want to make sure that your head's tilted backwards so you can see like the line, because when I'm doing it on my clients, I have them close their eyes and then I have them constantly open them because I want to see how it looks around my eye shape. When I open it, I like to swipe off the end, like the excess, because I hate when you take it off and it's like a bulgy tip like that. So I like to start in the middle of my eye. I feel like that's where I get to notice where it's gonna land. So again, guys, have a very light hand. Don't just go in and, you know, make a line. Take your time with it. Don't rush, because that's when you're definitely gonna mess up, when you're rushing. So now I'm gonna go in. Again, really light strokes. Like, I'm not overpowering my strokes. And you can see, like, you see how nice that looks? That's all I want. I don't want something too thick. Sometimes for different looks, so I will go a little thicker. So down. I start where you want to start where your eye basically is opening, right here, and then kind of go outward. You can use tape. You can use, you know, anything that I feel like will help you give a straight line just for starting out. That's perfect. Do that. So I'm just gonna leave a little dot here. So from there, I keep it light. I just go in and then outward. I'm kind of flicking it out. Then I do that. So now I'm gonna just take my liner and flick it outward. You can see I'm doing baby strokes. And then that's pretty much it. I don't want to go too far out. Some people like really long liners. You could go as long as you want, but this is my preference. And then I go up here, and then I'm going to go inward. But I'm only touching it with the tip. Like, that's why I say have a very light hand. Only use the tip. Okay, and then you're just going to connect it to the liner you already have here. And then I just fill it in. Okay, so you see that little disconnect here? So I'm just going to take the liner and push it up. I think I just ended up making a double line. You see? But it's okay. It looks cute. And that's it. I know I make it sound like it's so simple, but honestly, like, that's why I say practice. Practice, guys. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Because this eye is less hooded than this one, I'm going to make this as the slightest bit thicker, just a little bit thicker, because I don't want it to, you know, be off balance, because then I'll notice the difference. That line upward. Getting really light-handed, you see? A simple look. So the way I apply my mascara, like, I'll start from the root here, not all the way, obviously, I don't want to get in my eye, but, you know, I'll start from the root and kind of just wiggle it and then, like, go outward. And okay, so then even, like, with my mascara too, I like to go on top, make sure, like, the whole thing is covered. You see, so it just defines. Yep, see? So it just defines a little bit at the bottom. Now, I'm going to start on my face. The Lancome Ultra Wear Foundation. Use a small amount, that's how much I put on my hand. Use the Sephora 61 Pro All Over Powder Foundation. Yes, guys, I do use a powder foundation for my foundation. Wait, I use a powder brush for my foundation. What did I just say? Okay. So yeah, I use a powder brush for my foundation. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I just take a little bit on the brush. I start underneath my eyes and kind of go everywhere with it. And then I just blend it out everywhere. And I really don't use a lot of foundation, guys. I like to stay as natural as I possibly can. So I'm literally patting everything. And make sure to get the corner of your nose, guys, like right in here. Like, it looks really crazy when it's not well blended, like all the way around the nose. Okay, I'm going to leave the under eyes for last. So whatever I have left over, I just try to go anywhere I feel like that needed it more. Alright, and then I love the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I just pop right underneath my eyes. Just do little lines. Just leave it like this, go out. Okay, so I'm just like patting it everywhere. No, I don't do extreme highlighting and contouring. I feel like that's so unnecessary and that's just so extra. I feel like in a glam look, I will definitely do it though. MAC 150 powder brush, Dermablend Professional Setting Powder in the powder. Looks like that. Then I take the cover and I just kind of swirl it in and I go right under. This is basically what I do. MAC Prolongwear Powder in medium dark. So, you know, in case, like, I never get flashbacks, but just in case, you know, around it. And kind of like the middle of my face, basically. Baiana Bronzing Powder. I don't know how to pronounce that. It was in a limited collection. It was from it was like a tropical collection not too long ago. So now I'm using my MAC 129 brush. For the contouring, I don't know if you guys can see, but I have a really defined cheekbone already. So that's kind of what I use as like my guide. And then I circle it in. I need more. So you can see that versus that. You want to blend it out. You don't want it to look like a line. Already defined. I'm just basically going along that line. It's harder when there's no like definition to the cheekbone. You have to really play around with your face. I think that's the best way of doing your makeup, is really just getting to know your own face shape and your own, you know, face, because I feel like my forehead's a little big. I go in a little bit on my face because I'm going to do my nose. I literally use the same brush. Like, I'm lazy sometimes and I use the same thing. So I kind of just squeeze my brush so it's a little finer and kind of just dig it in that powder. And then I just kind of line my nose and just go on this side. Go in, kind of blend it outward. Same thing with this side. And outward. Now I'm going to take that big beautiful brush that I have for my foundation and kind of just go along the sides of it, just to make it a little more subtle, a little bit thinner, you know. So I love my Too Faced highlighter. It's the Love Light. You light up my life. It's from that golden collection they had recently. My MAC Fix Plus first. Spray that all over my face. Dry just a little bit. Just like this. But you can see that glow. You can see it. You see that glow. So now I'm going to take my finger into the highlight and just do that. So then the light hits it right there. There we go. Yeah. And then I just like to do a little like extra places, you know, here. And if you guys are wondering, because I know that it's definitely going to pop up, this little line here, that's my birthmark. Huda Beauty Liquid Lipstick and Trophy Wife. Love this color. Anyone who knows me knows I sweat this color. The top first. And I like to fill it in as I go. Okay, let me go outward. Alright guys, that is my whole look. This is me on a like normal day getting ready to go somewhere light. This is me. This is my get ready. This is the look. This was my get ready with me. I'm glad that you guys all watched, for it being my first video in like 4 years. I'm super excited. And guys, like, if you like this video, let me know. I'm super excited. This is awesome. This is gonna be a great, you know, makeup journey, beauty journey all around. I'll be doing some reviews, you know, hair tutorials, makeup tutorials, the works, everything. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. This again is the final look, my like pretty much everyday like look. I feel like it's really subtle, nothing too crazy.